Hi beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a TikTok live stream, and I haven't done a TikTok live stream in probably 2 or 3 weeks. It's December 9th when I'm filming this, and we have a bunch to go through. It's currently 12:11 for me, so that could be significant for some of you. I'm going to let people join into the live stream. We have a lot to talk about. I haven't been live for a minute, so we have a lot to talk about. I have a whole list of things to go through. We're going to be going over this most recent full moon. We're going to be going over love readings for the singles and for the people in separation. Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in. It's good to see you. It's also 12:11 for you, period. We're in the same time zone. I love that. Anxiety is crazy right now. I feel you. Don't worry. We're gonna get rid of it. Go ahead and take some deep breaths. Hello everybody. Hi first time. Hi friends. Thank you for saying you love my videos. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. I'm doing okay. I went for a walk this morning. I made sure I took care of myself this morning before I did this live. I have some tea. Make sure you have some tea, a water, a snack, whatever you need. I also took notes for us so that I can be very organized. It's screaming Virgo, but I'm organized. So I'm ready for this. Thank you for saying I'm so beautiful. You are too, honey. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. Hi, Angel. Hello. You guys are so sweet. It's good to see you all. I hope you're doing okay. I'm just gonna start talking about my list that I have planned for today, but we're not gonna start the readings anytime soon just because I have some things to go over and some things to talk about and some things to catch you guys up on. So first we're gonna do a little life update about me and about what's going on in my life, and then I'm going to talk about feeling used and taken advantage of, which is something that I've been feeling lately. And I'm not asking for sympathy, I'm not asking for pity, I'm not asking for advice, I'm just asking to be heard, and I'm facilitating a space for me to speak my truth. So if you're cool with that and you want to listen, feel free to hang out. If not, feel free to go somewhere else. You have free will. We're also going to be talking about some scammer shit because the scammers are out and about heavily during the holidays. For those of you who don't know, I do not have any other accounts. I have one account for all of my platforms, but there are scammers impersonating me on every single one of my platforms, reaching out to people, asking for money, yada, yada, yada. A lot of you already know this, but some of you are new, I guess. I've said it hundreds of times. I get tired of giving these people time and energy because they don't deserve it. But I will not ever reach out to you to ask you for a reading or to ask you for money. I have a website, and that is the only place you will ever be able to get a reading from me. If anybody is reaching out to you in the DMs, pretending to be me or other readers, report and block them immediately. No one should ever be asking you for money over the DMs. It's sus. Period. Okay, we'll dive into that a little bit deeper, though, because I have a fun story to tell you about that one. We're also going to be talking about me actually closing my personal readings. I will be closing my personal readings indefinitely. I'll talk about why, and I'll talk about when. We're then going to dive into this full moon in Gemini that recently happened on December 7th. We're going to just talk about it. I have some questions written down to ask Spirit. Also, Mercury just moved into Capricorn, so we're going to talk about that as well. I have a whole spread planned for you, and then we're going to do a love reading. I have a collective message to deliver, so when we get to that, I trust that the right people will be in here listening to it. If not, you can always listen back on the YouTube channel. If you are watching this on the playback back on YouTube, this is probably going to be our last tarot reading for the month of December. You won't get another tarot reading from me until January, but I do have more content and more vlogs coming for you on the YouTube channel, so you'll still have content from me, just not any tarot readings. But we're going to do a collective love message, and then I'm going to do... I found some new spreads for love readings, and I'm very excited because I haven't done love readings in a minute. We're going to do this spread called Aphrodite's Temple, which will be good for those of you who are in current connections, starting connections, and possibly in separation. And then we'll also do a Will I Find Love spread for the singles. Okay? So, hi everybody. Thank you for being here. I love you too, Miss Dickenzie. That's such a cute username. Way to use your name for that. Hello. Hello from Iceland. I love when you guys tune in from all over the world. That is so amazing. So amazing. What about a side love? I don't know. If it comes out, it comes out, but I'm not reading for the side pieces. Hi from PA. I grew up in Pennsylvania. That's like my hometown. You're a star too, Miss Tuna20. Hi from the UK. From Gibraltar, that's so fun. From Scotland, you guys are from everywhere. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Good to see you. Get a water, get a tea, get a snack. I'm just going to dive in. So whenever people come through is whenever people come through. You're never late. You're always right on time. You hear me? Okay. So we're going to start with a little life update. November was a really tough month for me. I ended up taking a big social media break in November just because I couldn't handle it. And when I say big social media break, it was like 9 days. But I had people in my DMs and I had people like wondering where I was. So I just have been doing a lot of shadow work, and it's important that I heal myself and I do my own shadow work so that I can come back to the collective and I can help you with anything that you're going through, because it does me no good if I sit here on camera and just pull cards for you knowing that I have things to heal from and I have things to go through as well. So that's where I have been recently, doing a lot of shadow work. Last night I had a really big cry and a really big talk with like my angels and my ancestors. Again, I'm not asking for pity or sympathy. I'm just telling you what's been going on in my life, okay? But November was really hard for me. And then the first few days of December were really tough for me too, emotionally, very draining. I've been resting a lot and just trying to take care of myself. But I have been noticing that I've been taking much better care of myself. 25 and 26, I'm 26 now, 25 and 26 have been really good years for me because my brain is like fully developed and it's becoming more and more fully developed, and I'm able to really recognize like what I've been through and what I didn't deserve to go through, and I'm recognizing like who I am now and knowing my worth, and I've been validating myself a lot. So when intrusive thoughts come in or when these things pop up, I'm like, okay, cool, we need to release it so I can let go and we can make space for something new. And then I'm always just talking myself through it and thanking my higher self, thanking God, thanking the angels and the ancestors for guiding me through it. So that's kind of what's been going on with me. I am feeling a lot better. I am doing a lot better, but I've just been kind of like MIA and doing a lot of shadow work. But I've been feeling kind of used and taken advantage of from my communities, if I'm going to be honest with you. And this is something I wanted to talk about. Now, I don't care about the views, I don't care about the likes, I don't care about any of that. My job is to just deliver messages and to connect with you guys and to facilitate a safe space for you guys to have somewhere to come to feel kind of safe, to get some messages and get answers. But I post love readings and they get like 3 million views, which is great, awesome. But I post content that I enjoy creating, such as vlogs or makeup content, because people ask for it, and it maybe gets like 3,000 views, maybe 500 people actually see it. And it makes me feel a little disheartened, and it makes me feel taken advantage of. So if you do see my content and you support me and you ride for me, please engage with it. It just kind of makes me feel sad, if I'm being honest with you, because I love vlogging, I love lifestyle content, and I'm much more than a tarot reader. It's just that people only know me for my tarot, and people only seem to like click and engage with the tarot content, and it makes me feel very like taken advantage of, as if I have nothing to offer other than when I'm offering you something. Does that make sense? I hope that it does. I've just been feeling kind of taken advantage of and feeling used, and it's giving me like flashbacks, and it's triggering me to some of the other jobs that I've had in my life, like when I worked fast food, I wasn't appreciated. It's giving overworked and underpaid. That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling. And it's not about the money and it's not about the views, like I said. It's about feeling like I'm helping and connecting with people who genuinely support me and who are riding for me too and who are part of this journey as well. I have a reach of maybe 375,000 people across all of my platforms, which is amazing. However, I'm really only connecting with maybe 1,000 to 2,000 of you who are doing the journey with me. And I love you guys so much for those of you who do support my content and who are engaging with it. And I'm really grateful for you. It's just that some people will take and take and take and take, and then they only mess with you when they have access to you and when they can take something from you. And I don't fuck with that anymore. I don't deal with that anymore. I don't put up with it. So I wanted to talk about that because I have been feeling used and taken advantage of. But it is what it is. I know that it's just kind of my ego wanting a little bit of validation, and there's nothing wrong with that. We as human beings have feelings, and we deserve to get validation for the work that we're doing. I put a lot of time and energy into all of the content that I create, and it's just kind of like, I feel like people are biting the hand that feeds them because I'm here so often, and I'm giving so much love, and I help so often, that when I'm gone, then people are like, where are you? Why aren't you creating? And if I post anything that's not a tarot reading, people are like, where's the tarot? Where's the tarot? Where's the tarot? As if like I'm here only for that, which feels really shitty, honestly. Like if you were to put yourself in the position of like, you only are valuable when you're giving something to people, then you would feel the same way I do too. Does that make sense? I hope that it does. And again, like I said, I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm not asking for anything in return. I just wanted to speak my truth and get it off my chest because I've been kind of like letting things slide lately, And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of letting things slide. I deserve to have a voice, and I deserve to speak on the things that are upsetting me and frustrating me as well. It's just that I know that it's a temporary thing, and I know that it's a huge part of the Mars retrograde that's going on. We currently have the planet Mars retrograde in the sign of Gemini, which is a lot of like drama, petty, fake BS type energy, and I know that it will subside whenever Mars goes direct again on January 12th, but I've just been feeling frustrated with it, and I didn't want to put up with it anymore, so I wanted to speak on it. So thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you. Let's move on to the scammer shit. So we have scammers here on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. If you're a scammer watching me, here's your 5 seconds of attention, because that's what you want, attention, and to steal people's money. Here you go, I'm giving you your attention. For those of you who have been with me for a while, you know that I will never reach out to you. Readers who are doing this for real do not chase. We don't chase a bag. The bag comes to us. I have no need to reach out to you in the DMs and ask you for money or tell you I got a vibe from you when I want to do your reading. No. I'm not doing that, and most readers are not doing that. So if you see it from other people pretending to be me, they're reaching out to you, please report and block them. I want to tell you the story. This past weekend, I woke up on Sunday morning getting ready to do my personal readings, because I do have a website where I offer personal readings, but people come to me. I don't go to them, and I really rarely promote my personal readings too, because it takes a lot out of me and it's taking away from my creativity, which is something we'll get to in a second. But I answer my personal readings on Wednesdays and Sundays, and so this past Sunday I woke up at like 8 in the morning and I was excited to do all my personal readings for the day, but I woke up to this really nasty email telling me that I needed to give this person their money back or they were going to be contacting their lawyer. And then I responded to it and I said, first of all, I would appreciate it if you didn't threaten me. And then I went back into my records back to like February of last year to look for this person's name and their email. And I was like, if you can provide me with information as to when you got a service from me and didn't receive it, I'm more than happy to give you the money back. But I don't see your name in my files, and I didn't see the email either. So then it took me a little bit and I was like, oh wait, they definitely got scammed, because that happens. So I went on Instagram and they left me all these nasty comments on Instagram, and they were replying to all of my stories telling me that I was a fraud and that I need to give them their money back and that I stole $40 from them and all of this shit. And then also on my YouTube, they went to a bunch of my YouTube videos and were commenting that I was a fraud and not to trust me and that I stole money from them and all of this shit. And I was just like, I was just trying to wake up this morning and do my personal readings for the people who did purchase from me and the people who did need the readings from me. But I had to deal with that, and it was all cleared up. It was fine, no bad blood. I had to explain to her that there are scammers, and I had to explain to her like this whole thing. She sent me screenshots of someone else's Cash App. It's like the name June or something, which is not my name. So please do not send money to people who are not me, I guess. Like, just don't be sending money to people through Cash App and Venmo over the DMs. Like, that's suspicious. It's weird. Okay, just don't do that. Thank you to you guys who are sending gifts right now too. Sorry for not saying thank you, but I appreciate you. I'm just trying to get all of this out so we can move through it. But yeah, there's a lot of scammer shit going on right now. It's the holiday season. People are very vulnerable around this time and they're taking advantage of that. So please be cautious. Use your discernment, okay? There's a lot of red flags, right? When you're seeing red flags, don't ignore them, okay? The scammers will take care of themselves. I release it to the angels and the ancestors. They've been doing this for years. It's above me. But I do get sick and tired of seeing DMs constantly of people telling me I need to do something about it, because, like, what do you want me to do? I talk about it on a regular basis. Also, all of my bios tell you that there are people impersonating me. So when you're following people, you should probably be reading the bio, right? Anyway, be mindful of scammers. If you see them, report and block them. I would really appreciate you. Let's move on to me closing my personal readings indefinitely. Today, December 9th, and tomorrow, December 10th, are the last days to purchase a personal reading from me on my website. I will be closing them December 11th, 12 a.m. PST. I'm going out of town next week, and then I'm going into Oklahoma for the holidays to visit my family, so I will be taking a much-needed break from this chaos. You feel me? But my personal readings will be closing indefinitely. One of the biggest reasons I'm closing them is because of the break that I'm taking. The reason that they're being closed indefinitely is because I don't know if I want to bring them back, because I'm tired of dealing with the scammer shit. So it's like, if I just close them indefinitely and we don't have personal readings to offer, then what does a scammer have? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't offer personal readings, so why would anybody reach out to you pretending to be me, right? So that's a big part of it. And then also, I'm just getting tired of the people who try to take advantage of me through my personal readings too. Like, people will purchase the little yes or no question for $15 and then ask me 3 questions, or ask me a question that has nothing to do with the yes or no question, and I'm over it. Or I had one person get into my written readings, which is like a 1 to 2 paragraph reading, which you can ask like 1 to 2 questions, right? I can answer that in 1 to 2 paragraphs. But this person asked me 17 questions. I counted them because I was like, this is crazy. You're really going to ask me 17 questions in a 1 to 2 paragraph reading? So I of course declined that and did not accept it. But I'm just kind of tired of people feeling they can walk all over me like I'm a doormat. I'm not a doormat. I'm also not as nice as people think I am. I'm not. I never claimed to be nice. I just didn't. But I'm just sick of it. So that's a big part of why personal readings will be closing indefinitely. It's kind of like one person's ruining it for everybody, which sucks, but it is what it is. And also, the personal readings are taking away from my creativity. I used to really love doing TikTok. I used to really love like creating content, but the personal readings have been taking away from that because I'm channeling throughout the week and I'm picking up on everybody's energy throughout the week, and then I'm delivering them on Wednesdays and Sundays, and then I need like little breaks in between, and it's just really taking away from me time and creating the things that I want to create. So personal readings are available still until December 11th, 12 a.m. PST. That is the last day to purchase a personal reading with me indefinitely. We'll talk about that in the future, but I'm not worried about it after December 11th, okay? So now that that is all out of the way, let's take a giant deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. Hi from Tulsa. I'll be there next week. We're going to talk about this full moon in Gemini that just recently happened on December 7th. More specifically, we're going to be asking Spirit what was released, / what did Spirit want you to release, or what is Spirit asking you to release? And then also, why does Spirit want you to release this? Why do these things need to be released? And then we're going to be talking about what's coming in as a result of releasing things, because when one door opens, another door closes. I'm sure you've heard that before. If you haven't, whenever we release something, you're making space for something new, so there will always be something new to come in. That's how it works. All right, so we're going to be finding out what's coming in and what's the best way to prepare for the energies that are coming towards you, and then anything else Spirit wants to talk about. That'll just be a general collective message to dive into this full moon energy and the Mercury and Capricorn energy, and then we'll be doing a love reading, which I'll get to the love reading in a bit, but let's dive into the full moon in Gemini and Mercury and Capricorn. First thing about Mercury and Capricorn is it just started December 6th, and it's going to last for a little bit. We also have a Mercury retrograde coming up on December 28th, and you all know Mercury retrograde. If you don't, Mercury is the planet of communication and technology, and usually when Mercury goes retrograde, there's some stuff that comes up, basically. It's a really good time for technology issues. It's a really good time for thoughts coming back around. It's a really good time for that X popping up, yada, yada, yada. So just be mindful of that. Mercury retrograde is not something here to scare you. It's here to help you, like, finish things, right? It's not a good time to start things just because Mercury retrograde is kind of a time for you to finish things that you've already put in motion, so that when Mercury goes direct again, you have the energy to start something new. So people really don't recommend starting anything new during a Mercury retrograde, although you can, and you can succeed. I moved during a Mercury retrograde across the country with barely any money in my bank account, got kicked out, got in 2 car accidents, and I'm still here, still living, you know? So you can absolutely change up your life and change things during Mercury retrograde and start things during Mercury retrograde. It's just that it might be a little bit difficult, okay? But that's December 28th, so don't worry about it until then. But Mercury is in Capricorn right now, and the main energy for Mercury in Capricorn is telling it like it is. I really respect Capricorn placements because Capricorns will tell you how it is. Capricorns are very hardworking. Capricorns are very smart. Capricorn is ruled by the planet Saturn, which is all about lessons and karma. So Mercury and Capricorn, you're going to be guided to tell it like it is, to speak your truth authentically and just tell it like it is. No sugarcoating it. We don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? Okay? And also Mercury and Capricorn is going to ask you to write things down. So you're going to get some ideas. You're going to have thoughts. You're going to have visions, memories, yada, yada, yada. Write them down. Okay? When these ideas come in, write it down. Also, it's a good time for you to like make plans and write down plans, journal, calendar events, things like that. Make sure you're writing things down right now, okay? Let's pull tarot now. Hi, beautiful people. Thank you for the gifts Gary? I hope it's Gary. I'm sorry if I mispronounce anybody's name. Okay, hello, honey. Hi, everybody. You are also beautiful. Anything that you see in me is a reflection of you. I promise. Okay. Spirit, angels, ancestors, come through. Use me as the vessel. What do we got for the collective? We're going to talk about this full moon in Gemini that just recently happened. I want to know what was released / what are you asking the collective to release at this time? I feel like for a lot of you, it's a mindset that's being released or that was released. You may have released some people. I know that I filmed a TikTok video talking about cutting people out of your life and using the block button, so maybe you did that. If you did, good for you. Okay, it's opening up space for new people. It's opening up space for soul tribe. It's opening up space for the right energies to come towards you, because I feel like some of you have really identified the people who were draining you, the people who were abusing you, and etc., and you've cut them out of your life, or you're being guided to. Okay, but for some of you, I feel like what was released or what's being asked to be released is this mindset of feeling like you're not worthy, this mindset of feeling like you don't deserve things, this mindset of lack mindset, right? That's what you're being guided to release. Release that timeline, release that mindset, okay? And I'm also hearing release the past, or release the past version of you, because you've done so much work to get to where you are. Right now, in Sagittarius season in Western astrology, and with all of this energy going on, I feel like Spirit is kind of asking us to have faith. And so there's been a lot of tests going on. I've been tested in my faith, but I still am faithful, and I'm still praying every day, and I'm still communicating with my spirit team on a regular basis, and I'm still like trusting that the work that I'm doing is leading me to where I want to be. And a lot of my friends, actually, who I'm very grateful for, shout out to Meriden and shout out to Monique. If you're listening, I love you guys so much, but even if you're not, shout out to them in the ethers. They've been really telling me, like, the darker it is, the sweeter and the brighter it will be on the other side, which is so true. And I've been telling myself that like the darker and the deeper I go, the more benefits I will receive when I come out of it on the other side. There will be more light, there will be brighter energies, there will be more manifestations, because I'm doing the work internally to heal myself, to fix things that I needed to fix, right? Okay, so let's see. What was released, please, Spirit? Yeah, the Six of Swords. So what I'm getting here is that there may have been like a breakup for some of you, or there may have been like a move for some of you. Some of you may have been like, you may have left a home, you may have left like your family, you may have left a relationship, friendship, etc. here, but it's because Spirit has something better planned for you. You're moving into calmer waters. Spirit kind of wants you to like release the burden, release these thoughts that are like holding you back, right? Chuck it up to Archangel Michael. If you believe in the angels, if you talk to Archangel Michael, just kind of chuck it up to Archangel Michael. One of the affirmations that's come back up for me that I've been using a lot lately is, I cast my burdens on the inner spirit and I may go free, because we're here for a human experience. A lot of times we're taking on other people's struggle. We're taking on things from the past that are no longer affecting us, right? And Spirit wants you to have a calmer life. Spirit wants you to have a more free experience and a more enjoyable experience. And they want you to live in the present moment, okay? I'm hearing release the time frame of when something is supposed to happen. I'm also hearing release the doubt, release the negativity. Okay, that's what Spirit wants you to release. So when you do this process of releasing negativity and releasing doubt, it has to go somewhere, which means it's going to come back up within us. It's going to come back up. We're going to have thoughts, we're going to have feelings, we're going to have memories, right? But it's important that you're not suppressing them when they come back up. It's important that you're just going with it and you're just feeding into it. It's currently 1, 2, 3, 4 here when I'm saying this all, and 1, 2, 3, 4 means right place, right time. So if you're here listening to this, right place, right time, period. But know that when you're releasing negativity and you're releasing doubt, it has to go somewhere, which means it has to come up within you, and then you release it, and then you never have to think about it again. You never have to worry about it again. Okay? So Spirit does want you to release some kind of like negativity or mindset that's been affecting you here. Release the doubt, because I'm hearing you can have it. Whatever it is that you're manifesting, you can have it. Okay? Page of Cups. Some of you may need to release a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. There's just somebody here who's not good for you, right? Release some friends as well. Page of Cups can be about dating, or it can be about friendship for me as a reader. So you may have like moved on from some past friendships, or moved on from friendships, people who weren't offering you anything, which is something that I've been dealing with too myself, and it's been really stressing me out because I feel like I give so much of myself and I've helped so many people over the years, but where's the reciprocation? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you do reciprocate the energy back to me in the best way that you know how, and I'm really appreciative of those of you who do, but some people will just take and take and take, and you are of no value to them unless you're offering something, unless you're driving them somewhere, unless you're buying them something, right? And they only come around when they need something from you. Those are not real friends. They're not. Serious. Dead ass. They're not real friends, right? Some of these people need to learn on their own, and some of these people need to learn that you can't bite the hand that feeds you, because eventually we're going to get sick of it, and eventually we're going to leave, and then you're not going to have anybody to help, and you're not going to have anybody to be there for you. We're not your doormat, you know what I'm saying? So some of you may need to release some friends currently who treat you like that, who are only available when you have something to offer them. But some of you have already done this, right? So take it how it resonates, past, present, or future, okay? I want to know why Spirit's asking you to release this. I feel like it may be pretty obvious, but we'll see. Yeah, the Five of Cups, because it's hurting you more than it's helping you. It's giving you anxiety, it's giving you stress, it's giving you worry, it's giving you doubt. That's why you need to release these people or release this past timeline here, right? Because you're moving into calmer waters. Your first card is the Six of Swords. So wherever Spirit is calling you, wherever Spirit is leading you, they're leading you into safety. They're leading you into abundance. They're leading you towards the manifestations that you've been manifesting, right? I'm hearing your thoughts control your reality, or your thoughts manifest your reality. So keep that in mind, right? Your thoughts manifest your reality. But the reason Spirit wants you to release this energy, release these people, release the negativity is because it's hurting you more than it's helping you, right? With the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups usually represents crying over spilled milk. It represents disappointing energy. That's why Spirit wants you to let go of it, because something is hurting you more than it's helping you. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm just trying to drill it home. We're also seeing the Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles, which is such beautiful energy, because basically what this means is that Spirit wants you to release these people, release this mindset, release whatever it is that we're talking about, because God has something better planned for you. Whatever you believe in, source, creator, angels, so on and so forth, but the Hierophant here is basically saying, I have something for you when you move on. I have something planned for you when you release this. I have something better for you. And it's going to just fall into your lap too. The Ace of Pentacles is a divine wish. It's something that God is going to be giving you, moving mountains for you to have this, right? And basically it's kind of like a reward for listening to your guides tell you, hey, we need to let go of this. Hey, we need to release this emotion. Hey, we need to cry. Last night I really did. I knew it too. And then I sat on my balcony and I cried and I sang some Sam Smith and I sang Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey and I sang Fire on Fire and I sang some Adele, Turning Tables. So maybe you guys want to go listen to those songs too, cry to them, feel them, whatever. But basically Spirit is saying you're making space for new. You're making space for better, right? So that's why Spirit wants you to release these people, release this mindset, because you are going to have that manifestation. This is proof. This is proof. And you see that new door that's opening up for you? There are new beginnings happening for you, collective, if you do choose to release these things that you've been needing to release. And some of you, this is confirmation that like you did exactly what you needed to do by releasing those people from your life, releasing those emotions, releasing that negativity, releasing that mindset. Okay. I'm also hearing like Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Like healing isn't linear. So it's one of those things where like, it's something you need to be repetitive about, and it's something that you do kind of have to choose and kind of like push yourself towards that timeline, but also know that you're not expected to be perfect. Know that nobody's expecting you to have it all figured out in a day, right? Not even your spirit team is expecting you to have it figured out in a day, right? That's what I'm getting here. Some of you are very hard on yourselves. You could be a Taurus or a Virgo. You're just very hard on yourself, but you could be any sign. Of course, I'm just reading generally for the collective right now, but I'm just telling you that the reason Spirit wants you to let go of these people, this mindset, these emotions, because they have something better planned for you. Okay? Let's see what else Spirit wants to talk about for the full moon energy here. I see that some of you have been making really good choices lately, and some of you are like following your faith or following like a deity or a guide or something like that, and they're helping you, they're assisting you. Okay, there's a lot of spiritual energy around you at this time, so you're very protected, and some of you are very like highly ranked in the spirit world, whether you knew that or not. Here, you are going to become a hierophant or a high priestess in this lifetime, which, whether it be something spiritual, I'm really getting like you could become a spiritual leader, but I'm just getting that you're going to become like a leader or a boss of something within your field. Okay, you're going to be learning more about your gifts. I'm also getting for some of you, your psychic or your spiritual gifts are improving around this time because you chose to release something, because you're letting go of something. I'm hearing something about someone no longer has access to your mind. Somebody may have been playing mind games on you or mind tricks on you or trying to, but they no longer have access to your mind. They can't get into your mental space here. Spirit's protecting your mindset or Spirit's protecting your mind. Okay. Let's pull a Moonology Oracle card, just to see if there's anything else the Spirit has for you. I used 5 cards, so the number 5 could be significant. You may be seeing a lot of 555, which represents positive changes coming into your life. So if you are seeing 555, just get ready for some good positive changes because you've been listening, you've been heeding the call, you've been taking the advice, so on and so forth here. Okay, I'm also getting 10-10 energy here. We were talking about when one door closes, another door opens. There is a new path for you. There is. And there always will be. I'm getting this thing that I heard from an Instagram reel. Whitney Cummings. I don't know if any of you know who she is. Some of your names could be Whitney or your last name is Cummings, or that's significant for some reason. But I listened to this Instagram reel where Whitney Cummings was on a podcast talking about how you don't always have to be like a player in the game. You are allowed to just walk away. You are allowed to just be done with something, be fed up with something, and leave. You can walk away from a conversation. You can leave the table. You can leave the room. You can leave the store. No one's stopping you. Same thing with a job, right? I'm telling you, for some of you, this could also be a job thing because some of these jobs have been draining you and overworking you and underpaying you, and Spirit's saying, leave. Leave. We will protect you. There's something better for you. We will give you what you need. We will give you the abundance. We will give you the money. We will give you the resources, right? They don't want you to be in something that's unfulfilling, and they don't want you to be in anything that's not serving to you, right? So that Whitney Cummings thing when she was talking on that podcast really spoke to me because people stay in situations, stay in jobs, stay in relationships because they think that they need to make it work. They think they need to like hold out and wait until something changes, but in reality you're allowed to just walk away whenever you want to. Whenever. Like seriously. If you want to get up from the table and go, you can. If you want to just leave a relationship, you can. There will always be another opportunity for you. I think that that's something that people don't realize. It's like they think that everything just ends or everything just stops because we're leaving or we're moving on or what happens next. But Spirit doesn't want you to worry about what happens next. They want you to serve yourself so that the universe can serve you too. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay. Anything else, Spirit, that you want to talk about? Anything else? How would you like to end this first part of the reading, please? Okay. We're seeing the answers you need are coming. So some of you have been needing answers. Maybe you're going to get it in this reading. Maybe you did get it in this reading. If I was able to give it to you, I'm very grateful for that. I love doing what I do, and my intention is always to help and never to hurt. I know that this reading could be a little bit intense for some of you. It could bring some emotions up, and that's okay. That's a big part of what I do as well. I make people emotional, and that's okay. Release the emotion, feel the feeling, let it go, and you'll feel better afterwards. Okay, but some of you are needing an answer to something. You're needing a solution to something. You've been praying, you've been asking, you've been calling for it. It's going to come, okay? This card is also a full moon in Gemini card, so that's really fun that Spirit's coming through with the confirmation here. So some of you, this reading is confirmation for you, or you will receive confirmation from your Spirit team after this reading in the form of like a number, in the form of like an animal, or something that's very specific to you. Okay, but Spirit's going to give you the answers that you need. They are on the way. They're already here. Okay, and then we're seeing you're very close to achieving your goal. I told you that your manifestations are coming. I told you that they're going to happen, right? The proof is right here. The proof is right here, okay? And God is the one delivering it to you. Your angels, your ancestors are the one delivering it to you. Therefore, it can't be taken away from you because what's meant for you will never miss you, 100%. So just know that you are very close to achieving a goal. The answers you need are coming, and we talked about what you needed to release. So That's the first part of this reading. I hope that it's resonating. I hope that it's helping. It is a collective. We're just doing collective readings today because I have a lot to get through and a lot to talk about. We are going to dive into the love portion of this reading. Some of you may not like me when I tell you what I'm about to tell you for the love reading, and that's okay. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to deliver messages. And some of you may really like me for what I'm about to say, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to be doing 2 different love spreads. I found some spreads on Pinterest. Shout out Pinterest. I love Pinterest so much. Pinterest is like social media without the social part. And I have my Pinterest set up really well where it's just a bunch of like manifestation, abundance techniques, abundance mindset, affirmations. It also has like vegan recipes and food recipes on there. Like, I just really love my Pinterest and the way I have it set up. I love Pinterest, period. You love Pinterest too. Facts. The vision boards are on there too. Yeah, I have some vision boards on there too. I just started one for 2023. Love Pinterest. It's not just for the DIY girlies. It's for the witches, the warlocks, the spiritual people too. I love it over there. But I found some tarot spreads that we're going to be diving into. So they're new for me. I've never used them before. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to be doing one called Aphrodite's Temple. That one's going to be more of like, you have someone on your mind, you're already connected to someone, there's someone you're in separation with. Okay, and then I'll do a second one for the singles who like don't want anybody from the past, they're not talking to anybody, they're looking for someone new. It's titled, Will I Find Love? So we'll tap into that one as well. But first we're going to do the Aphrodite's Temple. Hi friend. You just bought the same deck? We love the Moonology Oracle cards. Alright, let's get another deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. If you're just joining, no worries. You're always right on time. You didn't miss anything. But I have this collective message that I channeled. And last night, the guides were just like spilling tea. And they were honestly a little ruthless and a little harsh. And I'm less harsh. So I'm going to deliver it to you the way that I received it. But if we were going with the way that I heard it last night, it would hurt some people's feelings, okay? I'm just going to deliver it, though. The message that I channeled was, if you are attracted to men, it's time to stop giving them power over you. They have no power unless you give it to them. So many of these people can't cook for themselves. They don't clean. They don't do their own laundry. They're using 6-in-1 body washes. They don't feel their feelings. So why are we giving them power? You know what I'm saying? No shade, no tea, no offense, but I'm serious. I wrote bye. Like, if you can't cook for yourself, you can't clean for yourself, you can't do your own laundry, what are you looking for? A parent? I'm not your parent. You're not their parent either, right? We're looking for a partner. We're looking for somebody who's our equal. And if you aren't, then this probably isn't your reading, but that's how I feel. That's my vibe. I wrote down, we don't look at men unless they look at us. We don't speak to men unless they speak to us. They need to be able to carry a conversation, and they need to be able to initiate and act and take action. That's the masculine's energy. They need to be able to carry a conversation. So they ask a question, we answer it. We don't give them any more detail. We wait for them to ask the next question. We don't put out on the first date. We don't even let them touch us on the first date. Make them work for it. Make them earn it. We expect to be treated like royalty because we know our worth. I wrote down that I see too many people out here begging like dogs for table scraps, i.e. male attention. And I've been there too, so if you feel called out, know that this is me calling out a younger version of myself too. It's just that I know these things already, and I have been dealing with this for years now, so I know my worth. I know that I deserve to be treated like royalty. I know that I deserve to be treated like the best. I'm tired of being the masculine and initiating and doing all of the things that they should be doing for me. You know what I'm saying? So we deserve to be treated like royalty because we know our worth. It's time to stop accepting breadcrumbs and praising people for the bare minimum. I'm serious. The bare minimum, them texting you back? Really? Why are we praising them for that? And they're texting us back 2-3 weeks later? No, thank you. We're not accepting breadcrumbs anymore, and we're no longer praising anyone for giving us the bare minimum. You hear me? I'm serious. This is also for me too. I wrote down, make them earn our time. Our time and energy is valuable. And that's on period, okay? This morning I channeled the song Naughty Girl by Beyonce, so some of you might want to listen to that, or maybe you've been listening to that. This is confirmation for you, but I woke up and I heard Naughty Girl, do 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 do. And then I watched the music video of her dancing in a martini glass, so go check that out. Beyonce's looks are always fire, period. If you don't like Beyonce, I don't like you. I'm kidding, but I love Beyonce. It's just that Beyonce's looks have always been killer. Her stylist, I'm sure that she just has really good taste as well, but even 11 years ago, her looks were fire. So I highly recommend that you go back and listen to that and watch the music video, Naughty Girl by Beyonce. There's this really beautiful like red fur coat moment that she's wearing too. Sickening. Anyway, Naughty Girl is your song. I channeled it. And then I also want to do this first little part for you guys. I channeled this question. What would have happened if the relationship worked out? Because I know that some of you are still hanging on to the past or still thinking about people from the past. And even if you're not thinking about somebody from the past, every once in a while their name pops up, or every once in a while memories pop up and you think, what could have happened? What would have happened? I'm a firm believer of everything happens for a reason, and if it was meant to be, it would have been. But I do want to pull cards just so I can confirm that and clarify something for you and clarify for myself. What would have happened if the relationship worked out? Where would we be now? What would have been the outcome, etc.? And then we'll dive into Aphrodite's temple spread and the will I find love for the singles. Okay? So I know that first collective message was a little bit intense, but it's the truth. We are the prize, and it's time that we start getting treated like the prize. Okay? So, let's dive into this. Go ahead and think of a person, or we'll just see what comes out, but spirit, angels, ancestors, what would have happened if the relationship worked out? What would have happened if we were in a relationship right now with that person? I just keep hearing Naughty Girl now. Naughty Girl. Do 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 do. Okay, anyway. What would have happened if the relationship worked out, please, Spirit? Queen of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Yep, 2 of Pentacles. It would have been the same old, same old. You would have become a parent for them. You would have been somebody who, like, overgave. They wouldn't have recognized your worth. With the Queen of Pentacles, this is giving like mommy energy, right? Regardless of your gender, male, female, trans, non-identifying, however you identify, I read for energy, right? But the Queen of Pentacles is showing up, and the Queen of Pentacles to me represents someone who knows their worth. So you would have known your worth in this connection, and this person would have taken that for granted. This person would have taken advantage of it, right? And they would have expected you to be their mom, to be their parent, to hold their hand, to take care of them when they're sick, right? I understand that, like, when we're sick, right, we can become a little bit of, like, big babies, but sometimes you do have to take care of yourself. And some of these men, masculine energies, again, no shade, become the biggest babies. And I know you know what I'm talking about. And they want someone to take care of them. And that's kind of the energy it feels like if this relationship would have worked out, you would have been taking care of them. Always been like, what can I do for you? What do you need? And they would have always been, like, calling you for things, asking you for things. And I feel like some of you would have been financially supporting them as well. With the Queen of Pentacles here, they would have relied on you financially and relied on you for your resources. And then the 10 of Wands here represents burnout. So you would have gotten burnt out on this connection. It would have been a lot of, like, pain, and it would have been a lot of hard work if you were in this relationship. And then the 2 of Pentacles represents juggling. So it would have been the same game. It would have been a lot of, like, back and forth, hot and cold. And you would have really never really known how they feel for you, because they probably would have never told you. They would have just expected you to do everything for them. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, and they were seeing the Knight of Cups in the reverse. There would have been no romance. There would have been no love. So truly, you dodged a bullet, babe. A lot of you were going towards new. We're not accepting anybody back from the past because we know our worth, okay? So that's what would have happened if the relationship would have worked out. It wouldn't have, right? You would have felt stuck and trapped, and like you're the one doing all of the work to make this connection work, right? They would have done nothing. They would have just expected you to wait on them hand and foot, like you're the help, like you're their maid, like you're their house person. Okay. Now that that's done, we're gonna use this spread, I have it written down so that I don't forget. There's 8 questions here. So Aphrodite's temple, we're going to be diving into your thoughts on the relationship. So this is for those of you who are like in communication with somebody, in separation with somebody, or you have a specific person in mind. Okay, this is going to be your spread, but don't worry, I will also be doing a spread for the singles. So if you want to stick around or come back in another like 10-15 minutes, feel free. All right, but Aphrodite's temple, the first one is going to be your thoughts on the relationship. Second one is going to be your feelings for them. Third one is your intentions for the relationship. And then the fourth one will be their thoughts. Fifth one will be their feelings. Sixth one will be their intentions. And then we'll also pull for the future of the connection and any advice. Okay, so let's do Aphrodite's temple first. All right, angels, ancestors, guides, please come through and help me to deliver this message for the collective in love. How does the collective feel about the person in question? What are their thoughts on the relationship? Five of Swords. Some of you kind of feel betrayed, or you feel like they're gossiping, or you feel like, yeah. The Five of Swords is not a really great energy. It's very like low vibrational. So your thoughts on this relationship are like, there's someone else, or they're not really interested, or this isn't really going anywhere is kind of what I'm getting from your thoughts here. You could be an Aquarius or dealing with an Aquarius, but I'm getting for some of you, you're kind of thinking about like backing out, or you're thinking about detaching from this relationship. That's just kind of where your head is out. Where your head is at. Some of you feel like you're having to like make a lot of sacrifices to make this connection work. Okay. Or you feel like you're the one who's always reaching out, you're the one who's always communicating. That's kind of what I'm getting from your thoughts here. You could be interested in a Leo, or you could be a Leo yourself. All right. I'm getting something about the red seas. I don't know what that means. Okay. You could be wearing the color red today, or the color red is significant for some reason. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of like arguments here for some of you. You feel like you have to fight for this connection, right? If there's no arguments or no fighting with this other person, you feel like you have to fight for this connection. You're the one who's really like keeping the connection going. Okay. How do you feel about this person? No? The Emperor. You feel like this could be the one. Interesting. So you could be an Aries or interested in Aries with the Emperor card here. But you feel like this person could be like the father to your children, the mother to your children. You feel like this could be like a long-lasting relationship for some of you. You feel like this is the one. You feel like this person's really strong, this person's really good looking, this person's really attractive, right? Okay, we'll see where this is going. What are your intentions for the connection? Nine of Swords in the reverse. Right. The Nine of Swords usually represents anxiety, stress, but it's in the reverse here. So your intentions for this connection are to be on the same page, are to speak openly, to have open communication, to be in each other's arms, to be in communication with each other, right? Your intentions are to be like free. In this card, there's like, you see how the hands are like tied up? Right, but I got this card in the reverse. So you want to be very free in this connection. You want this person to feel free around you. You want this person to feel safe and comfortable around you. And you want that same thing too. You don't want it to be like someone's tying you down. And I'm getting that that's kind of how they feel too. They don't want to be tied down by anybody. They don't want this energy of like being tied down. So for some of you, I'm getting that you want commitment, but you feel like you're the one who has to keep like pushing that narrative. You're the one who has to keep bringing it up, keep talking about it. Some of you may already be in a connection with this person and you're waiting for them to ask you to marry them or something like that. But I'm getting that this person's like afraid of commitment. It's like that's a big commitment to them. Okay, but your intentions are to be very like free in this connection and to let this person be very free. I feel like some of you do just need to talk about it with this person. Maybe you've tried, maybe you haven't, maybe you're scared, I don't know, but I'm getting like, if you talk to them about how like you're not asking them to like, I don't know how to explain this, but you're not like trying to like tie them up, right? You're just trying to like explore this connection. This person though feels like if they marry you or if they commit to you, then that's it, right? That there's no one else, that there's nothing else, etc. here. Some of you, I don't know. Let's just keep going. What are their thoughts on this relationship, please, Spirit? We'll see if it matches or if it's different. What are their thoughts on this relationship, please? Yeah, the Nine of Wands. They could be a Sagittarius, or you are. The Nine of Wands to me is usually about like a healing energy, so their thoughts on this relationship are like, they're a little apprehensive to move forward with you. They're a little bit scared is what I'm getting here. This person could work out a lot, or they're like always at the gym, or they're always with like their friends or something like that. But the Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior type energy. So they want to heal, but they don't talk about it. This person does not talk about their thoughts, their feelings, their true thoughts and their true feelings, because if they did, you guys would probably be on the same page. You feel like you're the one who's having to initiate, having to hold the conversation, having to communicate with them, and they're just kind of like not doing any work, but they are doing internal work. It's just they have a lot going on in their head, I see, that they're not talking about and they're not opening up about. Sounds like the masculine energy. Okay. No, thank you. I didn't get to ask my question. Like I said, they ask the question and we answer and we don't give them any more details. I'm getting that this person wants more details. They want to know more or something like that, or you do. Okay. What are their feelings for you? What are their feelings for this relationship? The Seven of Wands. A lot of fiery energy here. So they're definitely passionate about you, passionate about this connection here, but they're very guarded as well. The Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands means that they have a wall up. Not even I'm able to get through it. This person is very like impenetrable. They don't want to come off as like weak or feeble. They want to be strong. They want to be like the independent macho man type. They want to be who you see them to be, the emperor, because you feel like they're the emperor, but they feel like they're the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. They feel like they're not good enough. Truly. I don't know if it's because they don't feel like they're not good enough for you. That's not really coming out. I just feel like they don't feel good enough for themselves, or they don't feel good enough to be in a relationship or to have commitment or something like that. The number 79 is coming up here, so somebody could be born in 1979, you or them, or both of you, but this person's very guarded. I'm getting that they have a lot of passion for you, though, with the Wands card here, with a lot of wands, a lot of fire energy. They're very passionate. Okay, I'm also getting that they're probably really good looking. They just don't feel good enough. They feel like they need to be better. For some of you, I'm getting this energy of they need to be better than their father or something like that. They didn't have like a good role model or something like that. I'm just getting this energy of like they feel like they need to be better. They feel like they need to do better. That's what's going on within them internally if they're not speaking to you or they're not like telling you this. They just don't feel good enough and they feel like they need to be better. There also could be something at work that's kind of affecting them. I'm getting something about finances. It's such a go-to excuse with the masculine energy of like, my finances aren't ready, my finances aren't right. They never will be if we're waiting for that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's see what their intentions are for this connection. What are their intentions for the relationship? The Magician. I'm hearing start all over. They want to start over. This person could be a performer of some sort, or you are. The Magician is usually somebody who's like in the public eye or like gets on a stage or performs something of some sort. Okay, doesn't have to be, of course, but their intentions are to get everything together, to get the finances, to get their thoughts right, to get their heart right, to figure everything out so that they can start over. They want to start over is what I'm getting. I was hearing that song by Miley Cyrus, maybe. Start all over. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't, you don't. It's okay, but I'm hearing start all over. Their intentions are to start all over. To start from the beginning or something like that. That could be a good idea for this connection, honestly. To kind of have a conversation about like where you're both at. To kind of have a conversation about how you just want to be with them. You're not really asking for much is kind of what I'm getting. And for them, though, they feel like you're asking for a lot. And I feel like the only reason they feel like you're asking for a lot is because they're asking for a lot from themselves. honestly. This person wants to be better, they want to do better, they want to feel like they're enough, and you being attached to their energy is kind of suffocating them. It's overwhelming them because they feel like they need to be better for you too, but they're feeling like they're not good enough for themselves, right? I'm not making excuses for anybody either, I'm just reading the cards that I'm seeing. But with the Magician, I'm getting like they want to start all over. But they want to make sure that they have everything together before they do that. Okay. Let's see what the future is of this connection. What's the future of this connection, please? There's a lot of yellow here in the cards, so your solar plexus chakra could be important, which rules confidence. And then we just got another yellow energy. You could be wearing yellow today, of course, but the solar plexus chakra rules like the stomach area, and it rules confidence. So I'm getting like we're working on our confidence, you and this person. We're working on our confidence in this relationship. We're working on our confidence separately. We're working on just feeling more confident, feeling more independent, feeling strong and capable, and feeling good enough. Okay. But the future of this connection is the Judgment card here. So I'm getting a resurrection. They might call you after this reading. The Judgment card usually represents like a phone call or like a call to action. I do feel like Spirit is kind of in their ear, kind of like guiding them back towards you or guiding them towards you to just like talk to you, to just open up to you, and to stop being so guarded, to let the wall down here. That's what I see happening in the future. They will open up to you. They will talk to you. And I do see that some of you will be building a family with this person. There's like a dad, a mom, and a child. So I see like a resurrection. I see a second chance here. The number 20 could be significant. You may have met this person in 2020, or number 20 is significant for some reason. But I am seeing like a second chance or a resurgence because this person does want to start all over. So like you guys will, is what I'm getting. Okay. Any advice, please, for this connection? Any advice? The High Priestess. Listen to this reading. This reading is the truth, okay? You don't need to go get another reading from anybody else. You don't need to listen to any other readers. I'm not saying that I'm like the end all be all. I'm not that person. I'm not arrogant. I don't give a shit, right? But with the High Priestess, this is like, I read your cards. I read your energy. This is the reading. This is the reading that you needed. Trust your intuition. Trust this reading. Let it go. A lot of times people listen to readings and listen to readings and listen to readings, and they're going to begin to feed your ego. And then they're going to fill you with doubt because things aren't happening as fast as you want them to happen, etc. When it comes to tarot readings, you only really need one per month. Truly. And for some of you, this is like the only reading you need on your love life. This is it, right? Okay, so trust your intuition. Trust this reading. Trust yourself. Trust your angels. Trust the guides. That's your advice, is to trust. Okay, let me pull a Romance Angel Oracle card to wrap this one up. How do you want to wrap this up, please, Spirit? I'm hearing taking notes. Someone's taking notes? Or someone needs to take notes? We're seeing make the effort, right? This card says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So what I delivered in this reading, but also I do see that this person will be making the effort to let their walls down, to let their guard down. This person just doesn't want to be judged, is what I'm getting. They want to be heard, they want to be seen, but they don't want to be judged, which is very similar to how I was feeling when I started this reading, when I started talking about myself. I'm not looking for sympathy, I'm not looking for pity, I'm not looking for advice. I was just looking to get something off my chest. So I feel like that's also a part of this. This person isn't looking to be judged. They aren't looking to be healed or fixed. They're looking to just be heard, right? To feel safe. Okay, they don't need you to do anything for them. They don't need you to answer anything for them. They just need to be accepted, is what I'm getting. Just somebody to listen to what they have to say, or listen to them so that they can like feel comfortable, is what I'm getting. And they will make the effort here. Okay, great love is worth taking the steps guided to take. Anything else? I'm kind of looking for a specific card, but I don't know if it's going to come out. We're seeing pay attention to the red flags. Some of you are worried about like if there's a mistress, if there's like another friend, or if they're dating someone else. They're not, right? Pay attention to the red flags, okay? Don't listen to what someone is telling you, because I feel like some of you, there's like other people projecting their negativity onto this connection, or they're projecting something onto this relationship, right? So don't listen to everybody or something like that. The signs are cautioning you, is what I'm hearing. It's what this card says. Okay, so whatever that means to you, pay attention to the red flags. There is no mistress. They're not cheating or something like that. Can I get one more? And we're seeing express your love. So give it time, and they will express their love to you. They will come forward, make the effort. There will be a resurrection. They will heal things with you. You will get to start all over in this connection. All right, so this person is going to go ahead and make the romantic gesture and make the effort to be with you, to heal things, to resurrect this connection, and to give you what it is that you need and what it is that you're asking for, okay? I'm hearing you deserve love, so tell yourself that. I deserve love. Bottom of the deck says love yourself first, right? So in the meantime, we're not waiting, we're anticipating. We're not waiting around for them to come back into our lives. We're not waiting around for them to make the move. We're not waiting around for this. We're still living our life. We're still loving ourselves first. We're still putting ourselves first, making ourselves the priority. Remember what we were talking about in the collective reading, the collective part, where I was like, they don't get to have power over you anymore. We no longer accept the breadcrumbs and the praising people for the bare minimum. We expect to be treated like royalty because we are the prize. So treat yourself the way that you want this person to treat you, and they will. All right, but love yourself first, says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So love yourself first, babes. All right, that's it for that one. Let me close this up, and then we'll do the reading for the singles. I hope that helped and gave you the answers that you were needing. Sending you so much love always. If you didn't catch all of it, you can watch the replay back on YouTube. I'll post it tomorrow probably. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's in my bio. Or you can just go over to YouTube and look up Chandler T. Mastin. I should be the first one that pops up. You're so welcome, honeys. I love you guys. You do deserve love. Seriously. And some of you, you didn't deserve how you were treated in the past, and you didn't deserve what happened to you in the past, and it's important that you tell yourself that too. You didn't deserve how these people ghosted you. You didn't deserve how these people treated you. You didn't deserve these people walking all over you, right? Tell yourself that. I didn't deserve it, but it happened. I'm still here to this day, right? Okay, so let me get a drink of tea, and we're going to be diving into the singles. I love you. I do deserve so much love. And a lot of you give it to me. I've been giving it to myself, though, lately. I've been kind of feeling like, why am I feeling so taken advantage of, and why am I feeling so used when, like, I do love myself first, and I do put myself first? It makes me, like, think, like, what am I doing wrong? I'm not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong either. We're just living our lives, and we're just learning as we grow, right? We're just experiencing life and taking what comes at us, you know? But I guess I could really recognize how sometimes I am neglecting myself. Sometimes I do neglect eating because I struggle with eating. I've dealt with like a little bit of an eating disorder for years, but I'm getting better about it each and every day. So sometimes I do neglect myself by not allowing myself to eat. I'm also on a tolerance break from cannabis/THC, and so I'm trying to like replace it with healthier things, replacing it with like going for walks, replacing it with meditation, and just kind of like not using it as a crutch, right? Because whenever I get like sad or anxious or I need to calm down, I just use cannabis, like I just smoke, right? But I'm trying not to do that because I know that I don't need the substance for me to do that. And I'm on day 10, I think, day 9 or day 10, so I'm doing okay. There's been some like chocolate and ice cream as a replacement, but there's nothing wrong with that. As long as it doesn't become too much of that either. Everything's okay for you in moderation. That's something that Spirit always tells me, that everything is okay for you in moderation. But yeah, thank you. I'm proud of myself too. It's going really well. I've actually been feeling like my senses have improved, like my smell is getting better, and like my spiritual gifts are improving as well, which I thought would have like, it would have hurt, because whenever I like smoke, I be tuned in, like I am tuned in to the 5D, and it just flows through me effortlessly. But whenever I'm like smoking and delivering messages, I sometimes like kind of black out and then don't really know what I'm talking about while I'm talking about it, and then I have to watch myself back, and I'm like, oh, you delivered some really killer messages, but like you were not in it at the same time, if that makes sense. Whereas with this reading, I feel like I'm very present. So I'm feeling very present, and I feel like my senses are improving as well. Some of you, that's message confirmation for you to take a tolerance break too. I know some of you have been thinking about it. Some of you have been getting the message from your spirit team. It's time to do it. You know, it's time to do it. Okay, but let's dive into the singles now. Thank you for saying you're proud of me. I'm proud of me too. You have been too, period. We're on the same vibe. We're on the same wavelength. I'm glad I give you hope. There's so much to look forward to in life. Even when we're like going through our dark moments, even when it's a battle, an uphill battle, there's so much to look forward to. It's just a part of the process, you know? And as someone who can tell you what it's like to be on the other side of so much darkness, that's why I'm able to give hope, because I've been through so much darkness, like, trust. And I went to the deep, deep depths, and I thought I was going to stay there. And I thought it was going to be over for me. I thought I was going to end up unaliving myself at some point in my life. And then I met some guides. I talked to some guides down there, and they were like, you're not meant to be here. You're not meant to be down here with these people doing this constantly. It's okay to come down here. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to like dig deep and figure out what's going on with you, but you don't belong here. You belong in the light. And even the demons want to get out of hell, period. Trust. They don't want to be down there doing that. They don't want to be in this purgatory energy. They don't want to be there. And I knew that that was somewhere that I didn't belong. And so my spirit team gave me a lot of hope and a lot of optimism and a lot of faith. So I'm happy that I'm able to give that to you as well. It's a part of my process. It's a part of my path too. So thank you for saying that I give you hope. You guys mean so much to me. This is a collective reading. We're not doing anything specific. I just don't have the energy for it today, but we're going to do one last reading for the singles. This reading is going to be called, Will I Find Love? So if you've been having this question of like, will I ever find love? Will I ever be in love? Is there hope for me in love? This is your reading. Okay? This one has 7 questions to it, and then I added an 8th one, which if we get to it, we get to it. If we don't, we don't. But will I find love for the singles? The first question is there hope of finding romance? The second question is, will the new love be like the past love or different? The third question is, will the relationship feel safe and secure? And then the fourth question is, will there be commitment in this relationship? The fifth question is, marriage a possibility in this relationship? The sixth question is, will the relationship last? Seventh question is, what can be done to find true love? And then my last part is details or specifics for this person. If Spirit wants to give us any names, any attributes, any personality traits, any character descriptions, then I'll pull that through. But if not, then not, right? Okay. So let's see. I heard M, but I'm not doing anything specific or personal. Please do not take advantage of me like that. Please also do not come into my DMs asking me personal questions for you or asking me to give you advice. Like, do you not see how that's very manipulative? And it's very like, what are you giving me? You're just expecting me to answer things for you and do things for you. You're not going to walk into a doctor's office and be like, I have all these symptoms, heal me. They're just not going to do it. They're going to put you through a consultation. They're going to put you through an MRI. They're going to put you through all these scans. You're going to have to pay the copay, right? And I know that some of you are like, it's not malicious in intent, you're just asking, and that's cool, but I need to really set these boundaries and stay firm in my boundaries. Boundaries do not get to move for someone else. My boundaries are my boundaries, and that's what I set in place. So please do not ask me anything personal. It's not all about you, okay? I don't make it about me. I try to make it about the collective. We are here as a community. It's like, say you go to see your favorite actor, you go to see your favorite athlete, and you're like pushing through the crowd to get an autograph, and you're running through the crowd to get an autograph, but you don't care about knocking over some child, you don't care about pushing people out of your way, you just want it for yourself. If I were the person on the receiving end, I would not autograph your whatever, I wouldn't sign your whatever, I wouldn't take a picture with you, because that's rude. There were other people in line, there are other people waiting, there are other people who are respecting the boundary that was placed. You see what I'm saying? I apologize if you feel called out. Feel free to unfollow, unsubscribe. I don't care. That's just a boundary that I have, and I'm going to stand firm in it. I told you I'm not as nice as people think I am. I am nice, but I'm just not that nice. Alright, though. Enough of that. I'm in a mood today. But, like, I like the mood I'm in today. It's very Capricorn Mercury. Mercury and Capricorn. Tell it like it is. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I just want to be respected. That's it. So many people don't respect me or my craft. And I just want to feel respected. Because I give so much love and I respect others. So I think that I deserve that in return. Alright, though, let's get off of that. And let's move in to the singles. Is there hope of finding romance for my singles? Let's take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Alright, spirit, angels, ancestors, come through for the singles, please. Is there hope of finding romance for the singles? Oh, yes, there sure is. The Hanged Man in the reverse. The Hanged Man in the reverse to me is always a very enlightening period. It means you're very enlightened. You're very connected to spirit. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. I really appreciate you. But the Hanged Man in the reverse is always like a green light to me. So green light means go. Green light means yes, right? So there is hope of finding romance in this lifetime. For some of you, it's going to be somebody who's spiritually in tune, spiritually connected, somebody who believes what you believe, right? You can't force someone to believe the same things as you, is what I'm hearing. So maybe that's why you haven't found your person yet, because they don't believe the same things as you, or it would take some time to convince them of the things that you believe, and you're not here to convince someone to believe what you believe, right? But there is hope of romance in this lifetime. And I'm also seeing 121 on the timer as well, so that could be significant. 121 as an angel number means all of your worries and troubles are coming to an end. So anytime you see that number, know that all of your worries or that whatever's been stressing you out is coming to an end. Okay, especially if it has to do with love, right? Since we're getting this in the reading, there is hope for romance for you in the future. Okay, you are going to come off of this feeling like strung up, feeling like there isn't love. You're going to come out of that, okay? Spirit's kind of like releasing you now into the dating world or into the love world with this reading. I feel like you're being released, okay, to explore. Okay, I like this. So yes, there absolutely is a chance for romance for you in your lifetime. Let's see, will the new love be like the past love or different? Ooh, okay, very different. Like very different. Like love that you've never ever experienced before. We're seeing the Death card here. So you could be a Scorpio. We also have the Hanged Man here, which is Pisces energy. And we have the Magician, which is Aquarius, Virgo energy as well. So that could be your sign or the sign of the person who'll be coming towards you. But we'll see. With the Death card here, though, you are never going to be with somebody like your ex, or you're never going to be like with those people from the past. Maybe you didn't actually have a commitment with them. Maybe it was just a situationship here. But with the Death card here, you're done with those types of people, which is so good. So the new love will not be like the past love. The Magician, this person will have everything that you're looking for. This person will have everything to offer you, right? The Magician has all of the tools necessary. So this person will be ready for commitment as well. This person will be looking for what you're looking for when you guys meet too. Oh, I love this so much. Some of you may be Hispanic. I'm getting Dia de los Muertos. I'm hearing Santísima Muerte. So that could be a guide that you practice with or a guide that you speak to. Okay, this reading is for you. Or this person also works with Santísima Muerte or is also Hispanic. Okay, celebrates Dia de los Muertos. I'm also hearing you could have watched the Wednesday show on Netflix. This person could be an actor, okay? They could be in a Netflix show or movie. The Magician here is a performer again, so this person could be somebody in the public eye. This person could be somebody who's a performer, who's a TV person, an athlete, etc., but they don't have to be, of course. Okay, but yeah, this is a new love that you've never experienced before. And there's going to be this element of like magic and serendipity and a lot of synchronizations too. You and this person are going to be in sync, and there's going to be like confirmations from the universe. You'll like know these confirmations. You'll think something and immediately receive a confirmation from the universe, or you'll feel something and immediately receive a confirmation from the universe or this person. I'm also getting that this person's going to be like very forward, like straightforward. They're going to be very open and honest and tell you what it is that they're looking for and tell you what it is that they're wanting. This person's very mature. I don't want to use mature for their age, but mature is what I'm getting. So they could be a little older than you, or like they're just very mature. Okay? Yeah. This person has everything. They don't need anything is what I'm getting. They're able to give themselves everything that they need. They come with enough money. They come with enough maturity. They come with emotional availability. They come with passion, motivation, ambition. They're goal-driven. I love this new love for us, truly, because it's literally nothing like the past. Nothing like the past. This is a completely new love, okay? Let's see. Will the relationship feel safe and secure? It sure will. So secure that there may even be a ring involved. And that's the next question, I think. It's one of the next questions, right? With the World card here. Wow. It will feel very safe and very secure. Also, this whole reading so far has been major arcana. So this is like a big relationship in your life. The next relationship, the next love will be a big one in your life. Again, nothing like you've ever experienced before. I'm hearing A Whole New World by Aladdin, okay? Or from Aladdin, so that could be significant. Egypt could be significant too, I'm hearing that. You and this person may share a past life or something like that. They may be like from a different part of the world, okay? Interesting, but yeah, you'll feel very safe and secure in this connection. The World card, I feel like, is ruled by Saturn, which is all about like lessons and karma, so this is good karma. And this person's going to be like bonded to you is what I'm getting. Okay. I'm also getting something about the internet. You could be meeting them on the internet, or they could be like someone who also does something on the internet, like I said with the Magician in the public eye. The World card is like the internet for me sometimes, the World Wide Web, right? So you could be meeting them online, but you will feel very safe and secure in this connection, okay? Will there be a commitment? Yeah. Not at first. It's going to take them some time, but I like that about this person. This person's the type to like get to know you. This person's very generous and very kind. Like they open the door for you. They offer to pay for your meals. Period. I love this, right? The Three of Wands does represent like a waiting for your ships to come in, a waiting for your manifestation. And since we're asking the question, will there be a commitment? I'm getting not at first. It's not going to be one of those things where it's like we jump into a relationship, which I feel like is very healthy for a lot of you, given what you've been through in your past, right? No shade, but I'm just saying that. The Three of Wands here, I feel like this person's going to want to get to know you. They're going to want to take it slow. They're going to respect any like boundaries that you have, respect any rules that you have. Like, say you're a person who doesn't kiss until the third date, they will respect that, right? This person's going to want to like woo you, win you over is what I'm getting. So I do see that there will be a commitment here with the World card here, but not at first. It's going to be something that builds, right? I'm hearing like a slow build, a slow burn, okay? They could be a fire sign, or you are. I'm hearing Fire on Fire by Sam Smith. So it could be like a fire sign connection, or you both just have a lot of like fire passion in your chart or something like that. Is marriage a possibility in this connection? We'll wait for one to come out. Is marriage a possibility, please, Spirit? The Judgment. Yeah. You see, we have the family again. The husband, the wife, the kid, period. Regardless of your gender, it could be husband, husband, kid, wife, wife, kid, non-binary, non-binary kid, whatever it is that you're manifesting, whatever it is that you resonate with. But with the Judgment card here, I feel like, yes, there is an opportunity for marriage, especially with the World card here, which usually represents like the rings to me. So I do feel like this person will put a ring on it over time, right? It's going to be a slow build type thing. I feel like you and this person will get married after like 2 years. Sorry, but I'm seeing something significant about 2 to 3 years. So you're going to get to really know this person before you actually like tie the knot and make it official is what I'm seeing. There's going to be like a friendship here that's developed. There's going to be real genuine feelings and connections that are developed. This person's very career oriented as well, so their career is going to be very important to them, but they also make time for you is what I'm hearing. Like if they're free on the weekends, they're trying to make sure that they can see you on one of the days of the weekend. Or if they travel a lot, they're going to make sure that they're able to see you whenever they're in your town, or they'll offer you to come travel with them if that's a possibility here. For some of you, I'm hearing that money is not an issue with this person. And I personally really love that, like truly, It's exhausting trying to be like the financially independent one for both of you. So I feel like this person, they're very financially free and very financially independent, but they really care about their career. Their career is really important to them. I do see that there's an option, there's a possibility here for marriage. Okay. Will the relationship last? Nope, we're gonna wait until it pops out. I don't want anything to feel forced. I feel like that's a part of this connection too, to not force anything. Will the relationship last? 5 of Wands and the Hierophant, right. So there's going to be a lot of people jealous of this connection, and there's going to be this energy of like working through some fears with this person here, because there's going to be people projecting negativity onto this connection because people want your person or people want you. Take how it applies here. With the 5 of Wands though, it represents jealousy, it represents fighting, arguments, competition here. So there's going to be a lot of competition for this person, and I say that just because there's a lot of people interested in this person, or a lot of people interested in you, but this person only wants you. So there really is no competition, right? Don't listen to the jealousy, right? That's what I'm getting here. I do feel like this relationship will last with the Hierophant. This is usually about traditions and something long-term, and also could represent marriage in a love reading as well. So that confirms that as well. It's just the 5 of Wands here that we're going to have to work through some insecurities, work through some self-doubt, work through some jealousy, right? And maybe in this moment you're like, well, that doesn't sound like me, but when you're in the connection with this person, you may be different. It may feel different. Some things may come up, some things may happen. You may see them talking to a coworker. You may see them talking to like a sibling or something, or a cousin, and you're like, are they cheating on me? But it's just their cousin, it's just their sibling. You haven't met them yet or something like that. So I do see that that could be a possibility in this connection. But don't worry, because this person's going to want to commit to you, and they will only have eyes for you, okay? They're not looking for options. I'm hearing they've had their fun. They've played the games. They don't want to play games. They're not looking to play games, okay? So yes, the relationship will last. What can be done to find true love, please? Any advice for what can be done to find true love? I'm seeing something about nature and flowers, so maybe you want to get out in nature more, go for more walks, get around some flowers, buy yourself some flowers, and then we're seeing the sun. So yeah, get some sunlight if you can. If you live in a sunny area where it's sunny, make sure that you are like using the sun to your benefit here, getting as much sun as possible. But even on this card, there's flowers and sunflowers, so maybe you want to take yourself out on a date. Maybe you want to take yourself out somewhere, right? Start treating yourself the way that you want to be treated. Start manifesting that, right? With the Magician here, it's like, what do you want this person to be like? How do you want to meet this person? When do you want to meet this person? All of it. This person could be a Leo, or you are, or this person may have blonde hair, or you do. I'm seeing blonde hair, blue eyes being specific for someone. But also the advice here is to stay positive and to stay optimistic. The Sun is a yes answer. So yes, you will have love. Yes, this is new. Yes, there's a possibility for marriage. Yes, this person will commit to you. Yes, 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 yes. Right? We love that. This is a positive outcome. But Spirit does need you to stay positive and does need you to stay optimistic and hopeful. Right? That's what I'm getting. So that's kind of the advice on how you can find true love. Speaking it into existence and staying positive. Especially when the thoughts come in of like, I'm never going to find love, I'm never going to have love, because we all think those things. That's normal, right? But you do deserve love, and this reading is confirming that you will have it in this lifetime, right? Okay. Can I get any more character descriptions? Anything else you want to tell them about this person? I'm going to give it one more shuffle, and if nothing comes out, we're going to end it. Is there anything else you want to say about this person? Oh, there we go. The Six of Swords. I feel like Spirit just wants you to trust them. They just want you to trust that this person's like already on the way to you. This person's like already manifesting into your life. This person's already on the way to you. And you are moving into calmer waters. This is funny because the very first card we pulled when we were talking about the full moon in Gemini energy and the Mercury and Capricorn energy, before I even started talking about love, your first card was the Six of Swords. So something is going to come full circle, is what I'm getting. The answers you need are going to come for you, okay? You are moving into calmer waters. They do want you to release any negativity, release those people from the past, right? Yeah. I'm getting that this person's going to be very spiritual just like you, or they're going to be very accepting of your spirituality. They're going to want to learn from you for some of you. For some of you, you're very spiritually wise. You know a lot about like a certain religion, or you know a lot about spirituality, and that interests them. You're into the occult, you read tarot cards yourself, you resonate with being a magician, so on and so forth, and that interests them. The weirder, the better is what I'm hearing. They love your authentic self, and they're not asking you to change. They like you just the way that you are, right? That's something too. The more authentic you are, the better, because people who don't like the authentic version of you, people who don't like the authentic you because it's not a version, it's the real you, are not people who are meant to be in your life anyway. If they don't like you for who you are, then they're not meant to be in your life. I'm hearing that Dr. Seuss quote. It's funny, I do channel a lot of Dr. Seuss whenever I do my readings, but those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind, and that's the truth, period. So Spirit just kind of wants you to trust that this will happen when it's supposed to happen. It's already in the process of happening. It's already manifesting into your life. And I'm getting that this person is also very spiritual. This is like the type of person that you will be able to be spiritual with, and they don't find anything that you do weird. They're very accepting of you. I love that. So that's where I'm going to leave that reading. I don't want to go any deeper. I like what we got here. I feel really good about all the readings we did today. So that's that. You guys are so welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all of the likes. Thanks for all of the gifts. Thanks for all of the follows. Thank you for just being a part of the collective. I love you so much. If you haven't yet already, check out my YouTube channel, Chandler Mastin 333. You can go to YouTube and look up Chandler T. Mastin. I should be the first one who pops up. Or you can go into my bio here on TikTok and click the Instagram looking button, and you can go to Instagram, or you can go to YouTube. Follow and subscribe on both. And personal readings are still available today, December 9th and December 10th. I'm closing them indefinitely December 11th at 12 a.m. PST. I don't know if they'll ever be back. We talked about that in this reading. If you missed any of this reading or want to rewatch it, I will post the replay on YouTube tomorrow. Give me some time, be patient with me, but it'll be up on my YouTube channel tomorrow if you'd like to rewatch or if you missed anything. And don't get scammed, right? I don't have any other accounts. I have one account on TikTok. I have one account on Instagram. I have 2 YouTube channels, but you only really need the one. Unless you're a Virgo and want to go follow my Virgo channel, which is called Another Virgo Channel. But I will not ever reach out to you. I'm not going to come into your DMs. I'm not going to reach out to you, ask you for a WhatsApp number, whatever. Okay? That's not me. If anybody's doing that to you, please report and block them. They are impersonating me, trying to steal money from you. Okay? That's it. I think that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I love you so much. I am going to be on a little bit of a vacation over the next 2 to 3 weeks, so you're not going to see me a lot, but whenever I have energy or whenever Spirit tells me to deliver messages or whenever I feel like posting something, I will, but I'll be out of town, so if you don't see me, that's why. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for wishing me a good vacation. I'm sending you all so much love, sending you so much good vibes, manifesting this love for you too, for the good of all and with harm to none. Take care of your beautiful self, stay hydrated, and I will see you next time.